Hey guys, Ernie Hudson's coming in on July 14th. Who's up for Ghostbusters?
Wait, didn't we just watch that like 4 months in a row?
Yeah, but this one's different. This one's been sweetened.
Postmodern vertical organization. Must be a ghost.
Yeah, you're right. No human being would stack books this way. What's the plan?
Good luck to her.
So where are you from, originally?
Get her.
Hello, Ghostbusters! Yes, of course they're serious. You do? You have? No kidding. Just give me your address. Yes, of course, they'll be discreet. Thank you. We've got one!
Woo! 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 Really haven't had a chance to test these weapons right here. Kind of blame myself, actually.
So do I.
You know, it could be bad with these nuclear proton power packs strapped to our back.
What do you mean bad?
Like pretty bad.
What's bad?
Like, end of the world bad. End of the world bad.
Alright, so that's bad.
Bad. Don't cross the streams, because that would be bad. Oh my god, are you okay?
He slimed me.
Go!
Oh, it's gonna catch on fire.
Good.
Bob, why do you think we've been so busy lately?
I don't know, I think it's like the end of the world or something.
Real Wrath of God stuff, you mean?
Yeah, like real Wrath of God stuff.
Like Revelations.
Like Revelations, man.
The sea. Boiling red.
Oil and red.
Dead rising from the grave.
Rising from the grave. Excuse me, sir. This is private property.
This is hazardous.
This is private property. It's very hazardous materials. It could ruin everything if you turn it off.
You tell me this is hazardous. I know it's hazardous. You have at least a dozen environmental violations here.
If you turn this off, then we are not going to be held responsible for what happens.
Don't you patronize me? I'm not stupid.
If you don't let us do our job, real Wrath of God type stuff is going to start happening.
Like Avengers vs. X-Men type Wrath of God shit?
No, like Old Testament fire and brimstone, and waves and whales, and you say stuff.
And cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria!
Alright, go to work. I got it. Just take care of the city.
Let's go.
Get out of here.
Go, woo!
that, Greg?
I think it's some kind of 50-foot tall marshmallow man.
What do we do?
Cross the streams.
Okay.
Ray?
Yeah,
You okay?
I guess. Alright guys, what you think?
Can I get a copy of that?
Hey, this is Chuck Hayes. I'm reviewing Batman Earth 1 today. Great book. Buy it. Period. Takes best of the legend, reworks it, contemporizes it, almost like an Ultimates book, but makes it all worthwhile. Very, very high ratings.
Hey everybody, I'm at Packrat Comics. This is J.D. Larrabee, local cartoonist, comic book guy, and possibly the world's biggest Watchmen fan. And this week I'm wearing my Night Owl t-shirt because last week that's what we had. And this week we've got Ozymandias #1 from the Before Watchmen series, #1 of 6. And something I was just discussing with Jamie and Teresa here is Ozymandias is possibly, Adrian Veidt's possibly the least likable character in the Watchmen universe. He's a rich guy, very self-satisfying, could care less about anybody but himself. And he has a plan that's going to change the world, especially the world of Watchmen. So if you've read the book, the original Watchmen, you've seen the movie, you know what's going to happen. So there's no spoilers here for you. I'm going to tell you everything. Starts off right in the beginning. Here he is in his Arctic fortress with Bubastis, possibly the most underplayed, coolest side character in the entire series. Is he a tiger? Is he a lion? Is he a throwback to a saber-tooth? We don't know. He gets killed, so it doesn't really matter. But the cool thing is we're finding out a lot about Adrian Veidt. Adrian, to start off, was a refugee from another land during Nazi Germany. Comes on over to the U.S., so that way his father has hopes that he'll become something great, possibly even the President of the United States. Being named after Alexander the Great put a lot on his shoulders and gave him that attitude. And just like every superhero, to get there you need a push. And usually that push is death, doom, destruction, there's something bad in your life. Starts off with the death of his parents. His parents are taken away in what looks like a traffic accident. They don't really explain anything else besides that. Foreshadowing? Don't know. But anyways, he grows up as a boy who's being teased because he's really, really smart. The other kids pick on him. He's not really athletic. So once a few too many beatings to come take his lunch away happens, he learns martial arts. And of course beats the crap out of these kids. Even a really brutal image of a kid's leg getting broken. Really awesome. Now this one, written by Len Wein, which his big claim to fame in my mind is always going to be the Swamp Thing series. Another thing closely tied to Alan Moore, which is why I think he's a good choice for this writing. This writing is really good, really goes in depth to the character of a character we don't like, but lets you know why he possibly could be likable. He has this problem with his parents. He gets this fortune, goes overseas like Batman did, and learns martial arts. And there's lots of little hints in here to what's coming up. If you saw the Watchmen movie, you're missing out on one very important plot factor, that the world was going to come together at its doomsday hour because of a horrible disaster that happened to New York because of a possible space alien. A giant squid. Well, if you look right here, here's a little nod to that. This is Adrian as a kid with his giant poster behind his bed. I like that stuff. That's awesome. Great stuff that you need to see. You need to read the original Watchmen to really get all that you expect out of this book and to like Adrian a little more. The last nod I want you to know is Adrian's parents push him over the edge so he learns the martial arts, goes overseas, and then comes back, meets this girl named Miranda. Miranda eventually is killed by Moloch because Moloch overdosed her with drugs. If you read The Comedian #1, you realize the comedian, Edward Blake, was going to research a possible drug ring being started by Moloch. The writers really work together on all these issues. They're not stepping on each other's toes, but there's a lot of stuff tying things together, issue to issue, story to story. I think these guys must have sat down at King Arthur's round table, put their brains together, and came out with possibly what's going to be the most awesome precursor prequel comic series ever. George Lucas, you'll learn a lot from these guys. Sadly, it's too late for that. Anyways, don't want to ruin anything else for you. There's more coming. this is it. Get your Ozymandias stuff here at Packrat. Pick up the book. I just found out this is free. Oh my goodness. Peace out.
Hi, true believers. This week I read Amazing Spiderman 689 by Dan Slott and Giuseppe Camicoli. And it's a tie-in to the movie because, well, not to the story, but it's a tie-in with the lizard. I love you, Spider-Man.
Love you too.
This is a great book. Check it out. It's got a really interesting story. Dr. Connors and the lizard have some things going on, and it's really creepy. And there's Morbius. Let's check it out.
Everybody, that's the show for this week. And don't forget, next Saturday, July 14th, Ernie Hudson will be here. And don't forget to shop local. See ya.
Hey Ray, it's me, Batman. Hey, I saw you guys cross the beams. Do you need any help? No. Are you sure? I can do it, buddy. You want me to come over and clean up? I'm the goddamn Batman. I'm not coming over there cleaning up.